Hey all, my name is Dr. Paul Borosky, and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan. And what I'd like to do today is discuss with y'all the top 3 tips that I have for California businesses in regards to business plan writing. So the way the video is going to play out is first and foremost going to go ahead and give you all a little bit of background about me, who I am, what I do, and why I do it. And then after that, we'll discuss some tips and tricks for writing a business plan for California businesses. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into it. As promised, just a little bit about me. Again, Dr. Paul Borosky, MBA. I am a professional writer, specifically a business plan writer. So if y'all want to avoid all the fun and excitement, trials and tribulations, growth opportunities of writing your own business plan, or any kind of writing for that matter, just make sure to reach out and contact me. Be delighted to help with a business plan or again, any type of writing or research that you may need done. I'm also a business mentor and a business consultant. So if you need some help for business growth, strategic planning, marketing research, and other types of research, again, reach out. Be delighted to assist. And then finally, I am an adjunct professor as well as a subject matter expert for business and finance. So if your business plan is ready to go, but those pesky financial projections are kind of tripping you up, again, reach out to me. Be delighted to help for financial projections as well. All right, enough about me. Let's go ahead and dive right into our star of the show. And enough about me. Let's go ahead and talk about some tips and tricks for writing a business plan for California businesses. And the first tip that I would recommend is to make sure when you are writing your business plan, make sure to break down your startup costs. There's nothing that drives an investor or a lender crazier than when you ask for money, but you're not telling them how you're going to spend it. So, what I do when I create my business plans is I like to follow a specific structure that gives the lender enough information to say, you know what, I understand how you're going to be spending your money, but not so much information that you're actually, breaking it down to every, nail that you're going to buy or every screw that you're going to purchase or every pen that you're going to use. So the way that I structure it is something like this. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to tell the lender or the reader or include in my business plan how my business is going to be funded. How much money am I going to invest myself or from my partners? And then how much of a loan am I going to be taking? So this right here tells the lender, hey, this is the total dollar amount that I'm going to be using for startup costs, and it shows them the debt and equity breakdown. Next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to then go ahead and create buckets of how I'm going to be spending my money. For example, I might purchase a building, and then after I purchase a building, I might need to remodel it, and then I'll have to buy some new equipment and some office equipment. So you see, I'm creating buckets, and I'm showing how much I'm going to be how much money I'm putting into those buckets, but I'm not breaking it down to each specific item that I'm purchasing. So this structure allows the lenders to see, hey, I understand where the money's going, but it's not so restrictive that you don't have flexibility in purchasing the material or the equipment or the land that you need. All right, so when you follow this structure, there's a few different benefits you're going to get. First, the benefit you're going to get is that you're going to provide clarity on how you are going to be utilizing the funds that you're borrowing. The next benefit is that it's easy to read. I mean, this is a very neat, clean structure, so it enhances readability not only for your funding section, but also for your business plan in general. And then finally, when you follow this kind of a structure, you're building credibility. You're showing the reader that, hey, I know how I'm going to be spending this money. I know what I need in order to go ahead and start operations. All right, so hopefully this is helpful. Let's go ahead and move on to the second step, or the second tip, rather. And the second business plan writer tip for California businesses would focus on networking. Specifically, make sure to include some kind of a discussion in regards to networking in your business plan, specifically in your marketing section. And there's a few reasons why this is important. First, about 85% of small business owners, especially in the California area, claim that a majority of their new clients come from networking, from talking to new people, and also asking for referrals. So if you don't discuss that in your business plan, it's showing the reader that you're really missing out on a huge market for your organization. And the second reason discussing networking in your business plan is important is because it's really cost effective. I mean, talking to people is almost free, if anything at all. And so you want to make sure that you let the readers know, hey, this is an important segment of your business, and you also know that it's cost effective as well. So, in summary, when you're writing your business plan in your marketing section, make sure to touch on networking and let the reader know that, hey, it's important, and you all also know that you have a strategy in place to exploit this opportunity. All right, let's go ahead and move on to tip number 3. And for a business plan writer, tip number 3 for California businesses is make sure in your business plan you talk about the owners. Now, this one is a little bit tricky because sometimes, as a business plan writer, I get a lot of clients, they want to talk about themselves a lot, and they want it to be about them, and they want their names in the executive summary. They want it in the company description. They want it in the owner section. I mean, they're almost making the business plan about the person as the owner instead about the business. So you do want to talk about the owners in the business plan, but you don't want the business plan to focus on the owners. You want the business plan to focus on, well, the business. So there is definitely a place to talk about the owners, but make sure that it is in the proper place and it's in the perspective of not being overbearing, and it's not being the star of the show, the owners, as compared to the business. And when you are appropriately and in the right percentage, when you talk about the owners, what you're going to do is you're going to establish credibility. You're going to show the reader that the owners, they do have experience and they know how to run the business, but you're also going to show that that the business is the star of the show, and the owners are not overwhelming or taking too much of the spotlight away from the business. And second, when you talk about the owners in the business plan, specifically the owner section, it adds a personal touch. It humanizes the business to the point where it shows that, this person is the owner, this person cares, and they're starting it. But again, it also shows that they're humble because they're allowing the business, again, to be the star of the show. All right, let's go ahead and wrap it up and sum it up. Hopefully, this is helpful. And hopefully, these tips and tricks were helpful for your California business. Again, my name is Dr. Paul. I am a business consultant. Some of the services that I provide California businesses would include business plan writing, strategic planning, business consulting, market research, and a number of other services. And the cities that I provide services is pretty much any city in California, whether it be Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, you name it. I've helped people in that area with a business plan or some consulting services in my 13 plus years of doing this. All right, hopefully this information was helpful, as I said. And yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up and have a great day. Give me a like if you like the video. Thanks.